Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope everybody is doing well and in good health. Today our topic of discussion is a cash book. So before to talk about a cash book in detail, I'm just trying to briefly explain it. So what is a cash book? It is a book that contains all cash payments and cash receipts. So dear students, keep in mind, a cash book which includes or which records two things. One is cash payments, another is cash receipts. Okay, so as you can see, this is what is called a cash book, right? And this cash book is having two sides, and this one is the debit side, or you can say the left side, and this is the right side. Okay, so in the debit side, in this side we are just recording all receipts, right? And here we record all payments. So it's mean in the cash book we are not recording all those transactions where there is no cash, so only cash payment and cash receipt. So it's mean when you are selling goods on account, or you purchase goods on accounts, or whatever transactions which are on credit and not for cash are not recorded here. Keep in mind, okay, only cash payments and cash receipts. Okay, dear students, we have three types of cash book. One is one column, two column, and three columns. One column cash book is a one which has only cash column in the debit and cash column in the credit, and two column which has both cash in bank in the debit side and cash in bank in the credit side. And the three column is a one which has also discount along with discount cash in bank in the debit and discount cash in bank in the credit, and that is what is called a three column cash book. Okay, so dear students, when we talk about one, two, or three columns, that is with respect to these three things. Okay, three because of these three things account. Okay, now assume this is a company of XYZ. This you have to put a name, whatever can be a name, and then a name of a cash book, and then a duration. Okay, so you can say this is the XYZ cash book for the month of December 31st 2019. It can be for a quarter, or for 6 months, or for 1 year. Okay, so how much time is covered, you have to make it sure here. So dear students, look here. Now we have transactions of XYZ company, right? And these are some transactions, and they are transactions of December 31st 2019. So before to record all these transactions directly here in this cash book, right, I'm just first recording it in this general journal to make it very much simple for you that what among these transactions are debited, right? What are debit entries and what are credit entries, to make the comprehension and understanding of cash book easy for you. Why? Because we can also directly move all these values from these transactions here into the cash book, right? Why? Because the cash book is a type of a journal for them. But simply in the general journal, I'm just recording it to let you know what is a debit entry and what is a credit, and then I will explain how to put all these values in the cash book. Okay, so we start from the first transaction. The first we have started business with cash $100,000 in bank to $100,000. So debt first we have, this is assume these are debts. Okay, zero first is a debt, and what is a debit entry here? We have a cash and we have bank, both of them debited. Cash, how much debited? $100,000, and bank $200,000. So dear students, what is a credit entry? And that is capital. Okay, and how much? $300,000. So cash or asset increase or bank account increase, both of them are our asset, and capital as a rule, our capital also increasing. Okay, I assume you know the debit and credit, right? And the reason behind and accounting principles and all these things I assume is clear for you in this class. Okay, now we have purchased goods from Ali. It's mean from Ali on account. So you have to debit purchases account debit, and account payable should be credited. How much? That is $30,000 and $30,000. Okay, why purchases account? In periodic inventory system we are debiting purchases account, right, because it is increasing expense. But if you are following the perpetual inventory system, then you have to debit goods here. Okay, so here the purchases account is our expense account, and that increased. An account payable is our liability account, that also increased. So you can mention a name here. Okay, next we have number 3. Purchase furniture for cash. So you have to debit furniture account, and cash account should be credited because our furniture asset account is increasing 5,000 and the cash is decreasing 5,000. Okay, number 4, sold goods to Hamid, $20,000 on account. So account receivable, right, that is Hamid, should be debited. And how much is the value? That is $20,000, and you have to credit the sale, $20,000. So why account receivable debit is debiting here? Why? Because it is our asset increase, and here our revenue sale account also increase. Okay, number 5, we have deposited cash into bank account. So here you have to debit the bank account and you have to credit the cash account. Okay, how much value deposited here? Look, 40,000, right, dollar. Okay, dear students, why bank account debited? Because our asset in the bank increases and our cash at hand decreases. Okay, that is why one asset increases and another decreases. Okay, number 6, we have sold goods for cash 15,000 and to Aslam 25,000. So it's mean we are receiving cash, right, and that is how much? 15,000. And also we have sold an account to whom? To Aslam. So it means this is the amount, right, will be owed by Ahmad to us. Okay, that is how much? $25,000. And our sale account is also increasing $40,000. You have to add both of these values. Okay, number 7, we have salaries paid through check. Okay, so what is salaries? That is our expense account, should be debited, and we have paid through check, so the bank account should be credited, and that is how much? $15,000, and $15,000 should be credited. Okay, dear students, why salaries account debited? Because this is our expense account increase and bank is our asset. So one point to keep in mind, so whenever you pay anything, right, by check, so always you have to credit your bank account. Why? Because so issuing a check is reducing your bank account, not your cash account. Okay, number 8, we have received check from Hamid amounting to $10,000. It means cash account should be debited, okay, and account receivable, which is Hamid, should be credited. Okay, what you have to debit here? How much amount? That is $10,000, and here you have to credit $10,000. Okay, a point here, very much important. You are receiving check here. Okay, so keep in mind, whenever you are receiving check and in the same time it is not deposited into the bank, then you have to debit your cash account. Why? Because we have received a cash, we have received a check, and we have to consider it as a cash as it has not yet been deposited into the bank. So that's the reason we are just debiting a cash account. Okay, number 9, we have paid Ali $30,000, right, and received 2% cash discount. So dear students, it means you are just paying Ali how much? 30,000. So account payable who is Ali, we have to pay completely $30,000 should be reduced. Okay, but now we are paying cash, not $30,000, because we are receiving 2% cash discount. So it means you have to deduct discount from this $30,000. So first you should know how much is the discount of 30,000. So equal sign, okay, if you want to compute the discount, so equal sign 30,000, right, and multiply this with 0.02. Okay, 2 divided by 100 is equal to 0.02 multiplied 30,000. That is equal to how much? $600. So how much is the discounted value? And the discounted value is 30,000, right, minus 600. So it means you have to record how much? Okay, yeah, you have to record 29,400. It means cash is reducing 29,400. Okay, and the discount we are receiving, this is called discount received, and should be credited $600. So dear students, once again, why account payable debited? Because it is decrease in liability and completely $30,000 should be reduced. And for this $30,000, how much cash decrease? 29,400. So decrease in asset. And here the benefit, this is our benefit, the discount, which is increasing our capital. So that is why we have to credit this value, discount account. How much? $600. Okay. Okay, next we have number 10. Okay, Hamid's check deposited into bank. So dear students, on date 8 we have received check from Hamid, and that is $10,000. And now after 1 day, it's mean on 10th, right, we are paying this amount into the bank. So Hamid checks which is worth $10,000 deposit into the bank. Number 10, so you have to debit bank account, how much? $10,000. And you have to credit cash account, how much? $10,000, because our bank increase and our cash account decrease. Okay, 11, we have received check from Aslam amounting 24,500 and allowed him $500 discount. So dear students, very much important entry here. We are receiving $24,500. Now look here, we have allowed $500 discount, so it is not shown in a percentage. So clearly the amount, the discounted value, and the discount is given to you. So if the list price is given and also the percentage discount is given, then you have to compute the discount and you have to subtract it from this. But here you need not to do that. Why? Because the discounted value is given and also the amount of discount is given. It is not shown in the percentage. So once it is given in this format or in this way, then you have to debit 24,500. You need not to reduce it further. Okay. Okay, so we have received check from Aslam amounting 24,500, and we have given $500 discount, and the check deposited into the bank. It means in the same date the check deposited into the bank, so our bank account increased. So what we are doing here for 11, so it's mean bank account should be debited. How much? 24,500. 24,500 should be debited, and also you have to debit discount account. So discount allowed account should be debited $500, because here it is our expense. And you have to credit what? Yes, account receivable account, and that is whom? That is from whom? Aslam. Okay. Yes. Okay, how much? 25,000. 25,000. Why? Because our account receivable decreased 25,000. In this 25,000 we have received check 24,500, and $500 we have allowed a discount. This is our expense. So here is expense increase, here our asset increase, and account receivable also our asset decreased. Okay. Okay, next we have number 12. Cash has been drawn from bank for office use. So dear students, now we are just taking out some cash from bank, and this is for the purpose of business, right? So that is why cash account should be debited and bank account should be credited. How much? $9,000, and $9,000 should be credited. Okay, so you can say our cash asset increased and our bank asset decreased. Okay, number 13 we have, okay, yes, number 13 we have, sorry, the check has been issued amounting to 500 for personal use. Now we are issuing check, it's mean our bank account is decreasing. Keep in mind, anytime when you are issuing or you are writing off a check, right, then your bank account is decreasing. But dear students, now when you write off a check, so it's mean you write it or you just issue it for personal use. So that is why you have to debit the drawing account, okay, and you have to credit the bank. So how much is drawing? That is $500, and the bank should be credited $500. So why drawing account debited? Because it is decrease in our capital, and that should be debited, and bank is our asset account decrease, so that is why that should be credited. So dear students, you have learned how to record all these transactions in the journal, right? But keep in mind, I have not given a description or a narration below each and every transaction. Like for the first transaction, you have to give a narration below, like started a business with cash in bank, and you have to write here purchase goods from Ali. But I have just simply recorded all these values to let you know only about the debit and credit entries. Okay, dear students, now I'm just teaching you how you can post and how you can record all these values in the cash book. Once again, I'm just repeating, you need not to record them in the general journal. You can directly record them here in the cash book, but just for the purpose to let you know about the debit and credit entry and to make this concept clear for you. So I have just recorded here in the general journal, and now I'm just telling you how you can post all these values into the cash book. So dear students, look here, as it is here the cash in bank account debited, so you have to move it into the debit side here, okay, and the reason is capital. You have to put it here in the description. Assume if the general journal is not given, then you have to guess it from here, okay. You should know that in this transaction what is debiting, cash account and bank account, so you should directly you have to move it here without just recording it here, right? So I'm just showing this debit and credit for you from this general journal to know and to understand directly, okay. So that is why in the debt first, cash account debited how much? $100,000, and bank account debited $200,000, and the reason is the opposite entry. So the reason for this debit entries is a credit entry, and this is capital, so the corresponding opposite entry should be given in the reason, okay, in the description. So because of capital. Okay, next we have this transaction, we have a cash, but in the second transaction we are not having any cash, bank or discount, so that is why this transaction is not recorded in the cash book. Okay, and in the third transaction we have a cash in the credit, so that is why number 3 you can say the cash account credited $5,000, and the reason behind is furniture, okay. Look, cash credited because of furniture. Okay, number 4 we are not recording again. Why? Because here we have no cash, no discount and no bank. Number 5, again the bank account debited, so debt 5, the bank account debited how much? 40,000, and the reason behind is cash, because of cash. So look, the bank account debited 40,000 because of what? Cash. But in the same time, and debt 5, the cash account also credited how much? That is $40,000, and that is because of what? Because of bank. So dear students, this kind of entry where if the bank account debited and at the same time the cash account credited, we call it a contra entry. Why? Because it affect both side of the cash book. So it's mean if we record it here in the debit, so and we should also record it in the contrary side, in the opposite side, right? So that is why in the same time if one account increases, another account also decreasing, so we call it a contra entry, and you have to show this contra entry in the description by C. This is a contra entry, also you have to show it by C, okay. Next we have number 6, cash account debited, right, and because of sale. So number 6, cash account debited how much? $15,000, and the reason behind is sale. In the description you have to show. Okay, number 7, we have bank account credited here. Okay, so number 7, bank account credited how much? $15,000. And the reason behind this credit is salaries, so you have to put the salaries in the description. Okay, number 8, we have cash account debited. So 8, cash account debited, how much? That is $10,000. And the reason in the description, you have to give it account receivable. Looks $10,000 debited because of account receivable, and this is Hamid. Okay, next, dear students, number 9. Okay, cash and discount, both of them credited. So cash credited how much? So in the 9, transaction number 9, cash account credited how much? Look here, 29,400. In the same time, discount account also credited. So look here, so discount account credited how much? 600. So just put it in 600. Okay, why you are not putting this 600 here? Why? Because this is for debit and this side is for credit, and this discount is also in the credit, so that is why I'm just putting in the credit. So dear students, these two entries credited. So what's the reason? In the description you have to put account payable, so that is why I'm just putting account payable as a description only. Okay, number 10, bank account debited. Okay, number 10, bank account debited how much? $10,000. And that is because of what? That reason is cash. So because of cash, you know, this is a contra entry. Why? Because as I've explained, when the bank account debited or cash credited, or the cash account debited or bank account credited, in that situation we call it a contra entry. So that is why cash account, a bank account here, 10,000 debited because of cash, and you have to show with C, right? In the same time, on the 10th date, you can say now the cash account credited $10,000, and that is because of bank, and you have to put it in here with C. Okay, show with C because it is a contra entry. Okay, next we have 11, bank and discount account, both of them debited. So 11, you can say bank account debited 24,500. Okay, and also 500 discount debited, and the reason behind, look, these two entries debited, and what is the reason? Description, account receivable. So because of account receivable, and that is Aslam. Okay, yes. Okay, dear students, next we have entry number 12, cash in bank account, cash debited in bank account credited, and this is contra entry. So number 12, cash account debited how much? $9,000, and this is because of bank, and put here C. And also date 12, you can say bank account credited how much? 9,000, and this is because of cash, and put C. So once again, dear students, so cash account debited 9,000. So look, cash account debited 9,000, and this is because of bank. In the same time, bank account credit, look, bank account credit 9,000, and this is because of what? Cash. So in the description, show the cash. Okay, the last transaction we have drawing account debited and bank account credit. So in 13, bank account credited $500, and the reason behind is drawing, because of what? Because of drawing. So dear students, you have learned how you can post all transactions from general journal into the cash book. Once again, I'm just repeating. So all those transactions where there is only cash, for example, these two transactions, let me highlight them. This one, right, and another one is here, this one. These two transactions is having no cash, discount, or bank, and also this one also. So that is why these two transactions are not posted here into this cash book. All those transactions where there is cash, bank, or discount, either in the debit side or in the credit side, so you have to post them into their respective columns. Okay, dear students, now have to balance this cash book. Very much easy. As you know, the cash in bank, they are assets, and the assets have a debit balances. So any account which has a debit balance, you have to total them first. In any account, if they have a credit balance, you have to total the credit side first. In other words, any side which is heavier, which is more, you have to add it first. So that is why we say we have to add the cash account, because this side is heavier than the left side. Okay, so that is why the side which is more, you have to total them. Okay, so sum it. Okay, just take all these values in the range, and also you have to sum the bank account. Okay, and take all these values in the range, or simply you could just drag it into the right. Okay, so dear students, why I'm just telling you that the cash in bank account must always be higher, right? And you have to total them first, because if you're not having cash with you here, then you cannot spend it. Quite logical. So you must have a cash with you first. So it's been $134,500 we have a cash. And if you're not having any amount in bank, so have to reduce it. So that is why, so these two accounts must be debited, sorry, must be added. Okay, must be total. Okay, so now you have to balance it, and have to balance it very much easy. So look, dear students, and this balance is called balance CD. By the CD means carried down, and I'm just explaining it. So have to balance it. So from this total of the cash, right, you have to subtract all these values, means add these values, right, and minus it from this, and just put it here next to the balance CD. And also from this bank, this total, you have to subtract all these values, right, and the balance you have to put it here next to the balance CD. So I'm just using the Excel function, so equal sign, and click this value. It's mean from this value minus what? The sum of all these values, means the total of all these values. Okay, and just put enter. Once again, G23, this is our total of cash. From this total, we are just minusing all these values in the range. And the same you have to do with the bank. So from this bank total, right, you have to subtract the sum, means the total of all these values we have in this side. Okay, so once again, H23, this is our bank balance, and from this balance you have to subtract all these values. Okay, enter. So these two are called what? Balance CD. What do we mean by this? It's mean the total cash we had with us $134,500, and out of this cash, this much amount spent, and now we have at hand $50,100 remaining. Okay, and this is the total bank we had in the bank, and now out of this total, this much amount spent, and now we have at hand $250,000 remaining at hand in the bank. Okay, so we have to total this side again. So when you total it back, right, and take it in the range, and then drag it right. Okay, so dear students, these two values, right, must equal with these two values. Once again, this is our total of cash, and this much decreased, and this is at hand. When you add them back, so this will give you exactly the same value. And this is the total of bank, this much decrease, and this is at hand, and when you add them back, so this will give you this value. So dear students, this was all about how to post transactions, right, directly into cash book. Now we have to balance the discount account. Okay, so do we have any value here in the discount account? Yes. So look here, we have done mistake. Okay, this $500 is discount. You have to mention in discount account, and that is transaction number 11. Look here, so bank account debited 24,500, and discount account debited 500. So that is why this $500 should be put here in the discount. Okay, 500 should be put here in the discount. Now it is corrected. So dear students, you have to also add this total, right? So you can say total of discount, or you can say total of debit, total of discount transferred, right? Transferred to the debit of discount allowed. Okay, once again, total of discount transferred to the debit of discount allowed. So just I'm simply mentioning total of discount, total of debit of the discount. Okay, and how much is that? That is 500. So if you sum it, so that is totally is 500, so we have nothing more, 500. Okay, it means this is the total of debit of the discount account, means the debit side of the discount account. Okay, and now this here we have also total of the credit of discount account. Okay, so equal sign is sum it. Okay, dear students, what do we mean by these two values? It means this amount is transferred into the debit side of discount amount, and this the debit side of discount column, right? Discount allowed account, and this amount is transferred to the credit side of discount received account. Okay, now look, dear students, what is remaining now? Now we have to make a ledger account for all those accounts other than cash, bank, right? We have capital, sale, account receivable, and also we have furniture here, salaries, and drawing. Okay, so very much easy. From this journal, all the transactions are transferred to their respective ledger accounts. But keep in mind, the cash and bank, we need not to create any account for them, and other than cash and bank, for all transactions we have in the journal we have to make account for them. So as you can see here, look, we have created account for capital, for sale, drawing, right? So other than cash and bank, all transactions we have, you have to make account for them. Or in other words, if you want to make it simple for you, that how many accounts you have to create, so let me make it simple. For example, accounts, what I'm just highlighting here, you need not to make or create account for them. So cash, you need not to make account for them. Okay, and also for a bank, no need. Why? Because this cash book itself is serving as a ledger account for cash and bank. Okay, so that is why all the cash accounts here, this cash value, here we have bank value. Okay, here is also bank. Okay, here is bank. Okay, done. Look here, capital, sale, account receivable, furniture, salaries, account payable, and drawing. Okay, and also the discount. For this discount, well, this is a rule, I'm just repeating how many accounts you have to create here. Okay, other than cash and other than bank, whatever is remaining, you have to create accounts for them, and also you have to create account for discount. So this one account you have to create as a discount allowed account, another as a discount received. Okay, so this debit discount, right here we have, you have to create account for that as a discount allowed, and for this column you have to create account as a discount received. And the only two accounts, which is cash and bank, you need not to make any account for them. So dear students, now all the values we have in the cash book, right, we have to transfer them right into their respective ledger accounts. It means all other accounts which have not been increased, or their values have not been transferred from this journal, now we are just moving them. So first we are just coming into the capital account. So look here, dear students, here we have a capital account credited. How much? $300,000. So as you can see here in the cash book, the capital we have given in the description. It's been the cash in bank account debited, and the reason was capital. So now you have posted all the cash in bank values here into this cash book, but the value we have not yet posted is the capital, right? So that is why we are creating a separate account for capital now, and the capital we have to record it here, not in the cash book. So the capital which is given as a description here, it's mean this account credited, as you can see it here. Okay, so that is why we say the capital account credited $300,000. Okay, and this is the debit side and this one is the credit side, and this is called the T-shape account. So simply I'm just putting the values in these accounts. Okay, now do we have any other capital value in this journal? No. So it's mean it's enough. Now we are coming into the second account, which is sale. So look here, dear students, we have sale account here. So you can say come and just check the sale account, where we have a sale account here. Okay, so dear students, you can see here the sale account, which is $20,000, and that is credited. How much? Where is sale account? Yes, this account, $20,000 credited. Okay, and this sale account credited because of what? Because of account receivable. So you have to credit $20,000 sale account because of receivable. So look here, dear student, the sale account you have to credit $20,000, and this is I'm just not putting here the description, simply I'm just putting the values. Okay, so account receivable, here we have a sale account we have posted and credited $20,000 because of account receivable. Okay, do we have any other sale account here? Yes, another is here. So you can say sale account again credited how much? $40,000. Okay, and $15,000 credited because of cash, and $25,000 credited because of account receivable. So you can sell account and total credited $15,000 and $25,000. Okay, simply I'm just putting $40,000. Okay, so look, the sale account here credited $40,000. Okay, do we have any other sale account here? No. So much easy and simple, dear students. Once again, capital, just check all these values, and whenever is the capital, and if it is the debit value or credit value, you have to move it here. Now sale account, as you have seen here, we have only 2 times sale, right? We have a sale here and we have a sale here. Okay, and the rest we are not having any other sale. Okay, next we have drawing account here. Okay, so dear students, we have a drawing account, and that has been debited. How much? $500. Okay, do we have any other drawing account? No, and that's it. Okay, next we have account receivable by the name of Hamid. So come and check. We have account receivable by the name of Hamid. Yes, here is only one account by the name of Hamid, and debited how much? $20,000. So you have to put it here in the debit. Okay, dear students, okay, let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, next account receivable Hamid. Do we have any other? Yes, again account receivable Hamid credited $10,000. So that is why you have to credit $10,000. Okay, next, do we have any other Hamid account? No. So it's mean next is furniture. So like we have only one furniture account, and debited how much? $5,000. So that is why we have to debit 5,000 here. Okay, do we have any other furniture account here? No. So that's it. Okay, next we have discount allowed. Okay, dear students, from where you can take discount allowed, simply you can check it here. The total discount allowed, we have 500 here. Sorry, 500 is the total. Okay, and also you can take it from here. So look here, dear students, we have discount allowed account, and that is where? That is only here. So you can say discount allowed account debited $500. And do we have any discount allowed, any other value? No. Why? Because from here you can also know that the total is $500 and debited, and we have debited. and we have discount received account, and with that in only this value. So discount received account credited how much? $500. Okay, next we have, dear students, salaries. So look, do we have salaries here? Okay, come down and check. Yes, only one account, salaries account, debited $15,000. So it means salaries account you have to debit $15,000, and the reason behind is okay, cash, bank. Okay, next, no any other salaries account. Okay, next we have account payable by the name of Ali. So dear students, yes, account payable here we have credited $30,000. That is why account payable credited $30,000. Okay, any other account we are having by the name of account payable Ali? This is Ali, and yes, account payable Ali debited how much? $30,000. So this account is having a zero balance. Okay, finally, any other account left, that is account receivable by the name of Aslam. So do we have any other account by name of Aslam? Yes, debited $25,000. So Aslam account debited here $25,000. So dear students, you have learned how to post all the remaining values into their respective ledger accounts. Now how to balance them? Very much easy. You can just compute the balance. Okay, the balance CD, balance, this is the balance CD. Okay, so the balance is equal to $300,000 here. This is the balance. This is the balance we have, and how much is the balance here? You can just compute the balance CD. Okay, I'm just computing the balance. In equal sign, you have to sum these two values. So this is coming in the balance. Okay, so look here, this is the balance. And if you want to just what you have to do with is, if you just want to know how much is the total, so you can total both sides like this also. Okay, look in this way, you can do it with all accounts. Okay, so I'm just doing it with few of them, and then you should know how to balance. Okay, so this is actually the balance. I make it bold and equal sign is sum, and this is the balance. Okay, and then this is the total. Okay, so these values, I just make it, the red is our balance. Okay, next the balance is coming here. So 500 is balance, and I just make it red. You should know it is balance. Okay, so if you sum this value, okay, dear students, so we are doing the same for all. Okay, in this manner. So look here, dear students, there is one account payable is having a zero balance. Why? Because both sides are equal. When they are equal, so the balance is 0. So dear students, what this balancing mean? Okay, so it's mean the capital we had $300,000 and nothing decreased from the capital, so we have the balance at hand remaining is $300,000. So usually if you want to total both sides, so in this format, so you can write a balance in the opposite side. So the balance which is given here is actually called the credit balance, and the balance which is given this is also the credit balance, and the one which is given in the credit side, so this is a debit balance, right? And the balance which is given in the debit side, that is a credit balance. So look, this is also the debit balance, this is the debit balance, this is debit balance, and this is our credit balance, this is also credit balance, and this is debit balance. So dear students, you have learned how to move all transactions from general journal right here. But once again, lastly, I'm just repeating, you can directly put all these values right into the cash book, and out of the cash book you can make these ledger accounts. So if you can do it in this way without creating any general journal, so that's okay, no problem. I have drawn and I have just posted here in the general journal and recorded here just to let you know about all the debit and credit entries first, and then to move it here into the cash book. So dear students, I hope you have learned. So wish you good luck. Allah Hafiz.